The celebrity world is never short on drama, but there's a whole new level of intrigue surrounding Blake Lively, and this time, it involves a live comedy jab on Saturday Night Live. The controversy begins with Ryan Reynolds' appearance on SNL for the show's 50th anniversary, a night that seemed to go off without a hitch, that is, until Colin Jost returned to the stage the very next episode and took a swipe at Lively, bringing attention to a legal dispute she's been involved in. If Ryan Reynolds thought his wife's public image was safe after his guest hosting gig, the joke that Colin Jost cracked on the SNL stage probably made him reconsider. Jost didn't just joke around with the usual celebrity gossip. He went straight for the heart of the ongoing, very public feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. And what made the situation even more explosive is that this was not just another playful poke. No, this was an undeniably personal jab, a comedic moment that seemed to suggest that Lively's legal maneuvers might be more calculated and less innocent than anyone realized. To make matters even more outrageous, Blake Lively has now reportedly hired a crisis PR team, one with a rather interesting history. The same team that allegedly tried to manage the fallout from Hunter Biden's laptop scandal is now on Lively's side. What's going on? The story is getting crazier by the day, and every new development only adds more fuel to the fire. Here's what went down. Colin Jost, a frequent target of comedic jabs himself, made a remark during Weekend Update that had the crowd buzzing. The joke touched on the messy lawsuit that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni have been caught up in. With this single comment, the legal drama between the two stars, which was already a hot topic among those who follow Hollywood gossip, was thrust into the public spotlight in a way that could not be ignored. Some might wonder why SNL decided to poke fun at this lawsuit in the first place. The truth is, the rumor mill surrounding Lively and Baldoni's ongoing clash has been growing louder, and Colin Jost saw an opportunity to make it a comedic moment. SNL, with its sharp comedic edge, doesn't shy away from controversy, and it became apparent that the writers and performers saw something in this case that was too irresistible to pass up. As soon as Jost delivered his punchline, it became clear this wasn't just Hollywood gossip. This was the kind of drama that could be turned into entertainment gold. The real question now is whether Blake Lively was prepared for the fallout. The joke didn't just acknowledge the ongoing legal drama, it hinted at much darker, deeper implications. The lawsuit wasn't just a Hollywood hiccup. Jost's jab suggested it might be indicative of some much more troubling behavior behind the scenes. For the audience, the line was a wake-up call. This wasn't just a celebrity disagreement anymore. It was a full-blown public spectacle. And Blake Lively? She was the star at the center of it all, being served up as a comedic target. While many people believed the Lively-Baldoni lawsuit would stay quietly behind closed doors, the moment Colin Jost cracked that joke, it was clear that no one involved was going to escape the fallout easily. This wasn't just a backstage issue. This was now mainstream comedy material, and Lively was the one getting roasted. And then there was the way Jost delivered the punchline. There was a certain relish in his voice, an almost giddy quality, as if he, and perhaps even the writers, found the entire scandal too juicy to pass up. The crowd seemed to sense that this wasn't just a joke. It was a pointed commentary on Lively's legal strategy, hinting that her public persona might be a carefully constructed facade, one that was now cracking under the pressure of the public eye. For anyone who's been following the lawsuit from the beginning, this was no surprise. There's been enough online chatter and leaked information to suggest that Lively might have employed some questionable tactics in her battle with Baldoni. Some rumors even claim that Lively used the hashtag #MeToo movement as a weapon in this case, turning a legal battle into a way to manipulate public sentiment in her favor. Even before the SNL sketch aired, the whispers were growing louder. But when SNL decided to make it the focal point of their Weekend Update, the floodgates were officially opened. The once private spat between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, which had started as a contractual dispute, has now escalated into something far uglier, an increasingly tangled web of leaked texts, allegations, and what many are calling manipulations. Lively is being portrayed in a way that's not too flattering. Far from being the charming and down-to-earth actress everyone once thought she was, her public image now appears to be far more complicated. But the biggest bombshell, Lively's once untouchable image, her brand as a relatable, picture-perfect celebrity, is now under attack. And it's not just from the tabloids. The most iconic comedy show on television is making her the subject of its jokes. In a single comedic skit, SNL effectively turned her legal battle into comedic fodder, and now everyone's watching. The joke was a direct hit on Lively's rumored manipulations of the situation, highlighting how she may be playing both sides of the legal and public relations game. For anyone who follows celebrity gossip, this jab was no surprise. However, what SNL managed to do was elevate the lawsuit from behind-the-scenes whispers to a full-blown public event. What once may have seemed like a trivial Hollywood squabble is now a nationwide joke, and Lively's name is at the center of it all. Lively's PR team, which might have thought they were navigating the storm in the quiet corners of Hollywood, is now dealing with the consequences of this public roast. There's no turning back now. The public is well aware of the issues swirling around Lively's legal battle, and it's clear that the situation is only going to escalate. One of the key elements in this entire saga is Ryan Reynolds. As Blake Lively's husband and the other half of one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, Reynolds' connection to Lively has always been part of their public persona. But with SNL throwing Lively's legal drama into the spotlight, it's only a matter of time before the same scrutiny lands on him. Did Reynolds know what was going on behind the scenes? Was he part of Lively's alleged manipulations? Or was he blindsided by the entire situation? The speculation surrounding Reynolds only adds another layer of intrigue to the drama. And while SNL didn't delve too deeply into his role in the saga, it's clear that the public is now questioning whether he's been complicit in this mess, or whether he's been left out of the loop entirely. Jost's comedy bit has triggered a ripple effect, and the story is now being picked up by other outlets, both in entertainment and mainstream media. Once a joke hits the airways on SNL, it's hard to contain. More and more comedians, talk show hosts, and media outlets are likely to follow suit, adding their own commentary and pushing the narrative even further. What's even more telling is how this comedic roast has reshaped Lively's image. She's no longer the glamorous, untouchable star everyone admired. Now, she's the target of comedic jokes, the subject of late-night punchlines, and a symbol of a celebrity meltdown. Once pristine and beyond reproach, her image is now being dissected in ways she never anticipated. The public fallout from SNL's roast is far from over.